more damage than any hero they could have picked that did damage, right?
Yeah. And I remember for a while, Leshrac was considered to be countered by Invoker just because of the Vessel. I know Vessel's not as good of an item as it was on that patch.
This will be the true test, and we'll see if they have the lineup, and of course if they're able to execute it. Though that is the big question.
Katsumi has to be a little careful here, but maybe just feeling like he's just gonna let them know about those repair bots, just to say, you know what, you can't walk up into me. Though it does mean that they miss out on that bounty rune. I mean, it could just be morning Dota though, Aries. Like it's the bane of my existence in pubs and.
For the mid laners, okay. Bottom lane, Ramses. A lot of pressure, Fishman and Watson. Doing a good job to be able to push the Mars back. Fishman needing one more right click's not going to be able to find it though. But yeah, back to mid. I know again. Okay, never mind. Ramses, Fishman's now pretty low. Ramses might be able to step back. And the last right click and secure first blood. That's going to be enable him to bring out a brace up, maybe a little bit of extra regen as well. So a good start. Mid lane, no one. Okay. Got those Lotuses coming up. See if there's going to be a fight for them though. Bottom. Yeah, that sucks. It will find the Lotus. And it looks like top Katsumi is going to be able to get that one as well. So 1-for-1. Saxa is actually going to go for a kill onto Fishman, who's completely out of regen, and
he's dead.
Should be a solo kill for the Mirana. Nicely done, Saxa. Off to a great start here, assisting with the first blood for Ramses, and now
just extra little bit of chip into the tower. You could feel very safe as they're actually maybe go for a dive.
Oh, very awkward pathing. Ramses swears the spear. Looks like we'll be able to push the TA away, and Ramses is going to be okay.
That was after he used the meld as well, that spear, so it'd be a pretty big deal. Not wanting to use the extra leap charge until the very end. I mean, you are going to have to deal with a lot of this magic damage coming through. Outside of the TA, it's pretty much exclusively magic damage coming your way, so I don't mind it at all.
Fish. Almost.
TP from Thompson. I think you can completely leave that up to Ramses. Mars, in my opinion, works better as like that second wave of initiation. Speaking of Ramses, he's standing right next to Fishman right now in the tree line. Gonna go for it.
They're coming down. I mean, Ramses half health already. TPs will come through, but the arena, can he get on the outskirts? Turns with the spear. Gives him enough time to retreat away, and now with Pure's damage along with Thompson's rotation, there's going to be a great response out of Tundra. Then they'll be rewarded with a double kill. Pure and very close now to the Maelstrom, and he may stick around to get a little bit of damage in the tower as well, so great response from the boys on Dial.
He's going to yoink away a few of these camps. Looks like it'll just be the hard camp for now, although might have overstayed his welcome a little bit. Doesn't have any
stampede for him. Extra bounty for no one.
You have learned nothing.
Onto the back line.
And do you like the fact that the Tinker is the one taking the stacks, or would you prefer someone else?
I think it's important to rush that sort of thing because I think they know that the wave of aggression is coming shortly from Tundra's side, right? You just got to be able to withstand it for now. Slow's going out.
Playing behind no one. They're going to try and stop the tornado to set up for the arrow. Have they got the damage just between the two? It looks like they're getting pretty close, and that'll be the case. Thompson, another kill going Tundra's way, and now you see the response as well. Whitemon along with Ramses here. They're going to look to try and convert this into a tower, and they have a lot of damage with the Unleash along with the Alacrity.
An eye on Fishman. Maybe if he moves far enough away, you could potentially look to go for a kill onto DM, but I'm sure they're keeping in mind that that blade mail is available. They'll take Fishman instead.
Ooh, but they haven't scouted out this cliff ward. So maybe this is something that Tundra can look to use to their advantage, but the movements from them have been very clean early on. Impressed with what we're seeing out of the Mirana, combining with a lot of these plays, and Thompson with the Mage Slayer, looking to try and move over towards his top side of the map. Another smoke from them, Thompson. Actually catch Katsumi just before the teleport away. Radiant are starting to converge down there. Even got a TP the Sven along with DM to the outpost. Katsumi, he's taken a long time to be killed off, but now, I mean, Dyra trying to mirror this move, but they might
not dying.
Latest Thompson, he's caught out with the no one less track on top of the Invoker. They're not done just yet. No damage to be able to stop the blink away. Unfortunately, that will probably spell the end.
No one's got blink
going to blink up in a couple of seconds, and Watson's position on the high ground. They'll get a glimpse of Ramses, tries to follow up with a stun, but that'll be just shy. currently farming the Ancients. So making sure he puts himself as the first point of contact to help his Templar Assassin farm freely. And they want to take the fight. They're going to jump. This is the area they want to continue to control, and they will be able to do so. Now Ramses, it's a blink away. Saxa can also escape. They've got this higher ground ward to play with, but it's a little bit messy from Tundra. Thompson, he doesn't have this reposition, so he's still going to be caught out. Team with a jump over the low ground. 2 free kills for Cloud9, and now Ramses, he's going to be caught up too as well. So Cloud9, they're going to be able to fight back here. Some much needed kills for them. They'll continue to defend their high ground, and now this net worth lead, it's actually into Radiant's favor.
Push on forward and have a little bit more of that luxury of having all of that extra armor that's not dispellable.
See another aggressive smoke out of C9. Will be towards bottom, and they might run into white one. Actually not. They're going to try and change their direction, go towards the triangle. No one is currently home though, so
Found him.
they'll still just be able to go back over. I believe he walked over a trap. So they'll get the freebie. Definitely not the kill they were hoping for in Cloud9.
Very, very nicely done by him. Even got the Philosopher's Stone as well, so not even sacrificing too much of his own network.
Lane, who they got, Ramses stampede in, and that's going to assist with the further kill. 8 now to the boys on Cloud9. T1 Tower's going to go down as well, so there's past movements from them. They've brought this game back. Not that it was too large of a deficit at all, but they are looking very good once they've been able to find their items. When you see a position 4 be this greedy, one of the cores will often take a hit and have a difficult time to be able to keep up, but that is really not proving to be the case.
No, absolutely not. Kataomi has been taking a lot of the more dangerous farm, but just because of some of the move.
Cloud9, and you do get the shot on the Sven, so you have this now available. And of course, the panel is mentioned a lot is like, is there just going to be a severe lack of damage for Tundra?
So on point with hitting his timings and instantly moving into the right position so that he doesn't even waste 5 seconds. There we go, straight onto Ramses.
And an easy pickoff, just run straight under the trap. Not much you're going to be able to do. Still some heroes are smoked as well, so DM and Fishman maybe thinking they can get a +1 to the triangle. No one's home, but maybe if they go further to the south, they are currently venturing out inside the lane. Pure's going to show. Whitemon will actually break the smoke, so maybe giving them an opportunity to react. Pure's still going to run forward the back of the lane. In with the stump, but everyone else actually TP'd to the outpost, so a little bit messy.
Nice tornado.
They don't have all the reinforcements to be able to set up that initiation. Now, no one's still going to try and jump in the middle, but the BKB protects Pure. He's going to be able to charge for Pure. Still
The
fully
damage.
loaded. It doesn't matter. Look at the damage, man. Pure, along with Tundra, they bite back. Cloud9 runs straight under the tier 1 tower, and Tundra, they were ready.
Finish up the rest of his Guardian Greaves. You had, Sven just joining in a little bit late there. You didn't quite have the TA who was, at that point,
Like you said, you see the positioning from Thompson, just breaks the combo, and now this is an ages that you...
I mean, Pure doesn't care. He's got the Grove Bow, he's got the Dragon Lance, he's just solo sieging this bottom tower, because why not, right? He's got the second life. If you're going to initiate onto him, you're going to have to put yourself out of position into a bad spot. So he's very happy to be the one just standing on the front lines right now. And I think that's kind of what Cloud9 should have been doing previously when they had that advantage after a couple of really good team fights for them.
Saxon might run under the trap up top. If there's going to be an opportunity for them, no one's going to jump out of the trees, and Watson's hidden him all inside the mid lane as well. We see another kill going on. Fishman is going to have a couple of Tundra heroes pop out of nowhere. So it'll be a 1-for-1. I believe that is a dieback, because we saw the buyback previously from Fishman. So 60 seconds without the Sven.
Movements to come out from Tundra. You can see it's even just Kataomi putting himself up there on the top side, trying to force them back, push people back so that they're not actually taking advantage of this Aegis in its fullest capacity. It's got 90 seconds or so left on it. I'm not sure if this is the right sort of area that you want to be getting kills. Yes, Kataomi is important to kill. It's like they should be able to do so.
Stampede's going to try and help out. They've also been able to intercept some of the reinforcements. DM also gets caught. Thompson and Ramses, they're going to be able to run to the center. It's close to the T1 tower, so Cloud9 TPing some heroes, but in fact, DM's just out. He sees at least the ability to be able to escape with the teleport, all the stuns used, and nice read from Fishman and Watson. They were starting to edge their way over, but it was not a fight that they wanted to take.
So all outer towers are going to be claimed in the duration of this Aegis. Probably not the absolute ideal that they were hoping for on Tundra. Maybe looking to try and invade the high ground just once, but
Yeah. Okay, we'll see if they're going to be able to make the jump. Arena is there from Ramses. They've got a ward on the high ground as well. Ramses was waiting to get the Arena onto 2, and now Pure's going to be here with the damage. Yeah, the Crimson's there, but it doesn't matter. Pure, I mean, Crystallis, give him the Alacrity, the Solar Flare. The damage is really there.
There's always the day, like, anytime you're up against a
Is he
team,
going
though,
for this?
He's freaking marched the machine. Maybe.
What's going on? He's still stuck around for quite a while. He's getting cozy.
I think he's just a little bit hesitant because that tier 1 tower is still up. I think that's the big thing, right? The reinforcements are just able to come so quickly that it's just not worth it.
No one runs straight to top some of the high ground. No one did just get the BKB delivered, but doesn't pop it before the arrow. Saxa again on point. All he needs is one stun. So got to be cautious though, respecting what some of the MKB getting delivered recently. Just shy of the shackle though from Pure.
Play together at this stage, and now they've got the justification to do it. Is that arrow going to hit? It does. Ramses is there. Doesn't seem like they want to do it though. I think the biggest thing that I'm impressed with on Tundra is their itemization as well, right? Like, just all of these things that they're going that are basically, no pun intended, nullifying what Cloud9 are trying to do. Saxa is going for a nullifier as his next item, and when you consider what that tool, and that's not even just talking about the damage, right? If you've got the Solar Flare plus the nullifier plus, you know, being a universal hero, all of those items as well.
Smoke, no one can run head first. Oh, what a timing! The tornado stops a hoof stomp from DM. The Stampede's going to give them time to be able to react.
Solar Flare pops.
Ramses taking a lot of damage from the damage out of no one. They might be able to get rid of the Mars, and they will. A 1-for-1 to be able to start the fight. Saxa with an aggressive jump in, but by himself, he's trying to deal with no one. Saxa might be able to get the kill somewhere.
No way. Oh, the Matrix.
They stun at the last second, but it doesn't matter. Saxa assassinates the mid laner, but still over to the right side. Watson, he's trying to find an angle into the middle. A timing of the Hurricane Pike gets a little bit of separation out of Pure. Attempting the side blade. It's a close one from Watson, but just not enough. They're going to go for this. A blink onto the low ground. Are you forced to fight? Pure will get some distance away. Maybe they want to go back in with the shackles onto 2. Pure, they'll protect it with the Crimson, but the Crimson isn't enough damage mitigation. Pure standing strong, and we're seeing no right clicks out of Watson. The deafening blast, it will now expire. Watson jumps over the top, is able to assassinate the Wind Ranger. Now DM's not done just yet. Thompson stuck around, should be able to get away. And you've got the respawn, so Ramses is back alive. Thompson might be able to catch DM when blinks up in a couple seconds, but they will not continue the chase, so Cloud9, a great fight for them nonetheless. Just right-click damage with your low armor. I mean, sure, the Sven is going to help out, but we saw still...
Him and White One, just with Sidekick, are going to be able to kill people. Like, there's even extra damage coming from the board there. Went for, right? Like, outside of that, they've got nothing. No pipes, no Crimsons, nothing. Yeah, I guess the Greaves a little bit, but...
Dire's middle tower
just goes to show how strong they are.
The one's gonna run straight to Tundra with a smoke on smoke with a BKB. Ramsey shrugs off the initiation. They're going onto the Sentinel, 4,200 health. Is this really the person you want to chuck everything on? DM maybe went a little bit too far forward. It's like with the Stampede still holding, and are they ready to spring the trap? Watson, do they get a glimpse of him? It actually pops out, but thinks otherwise. Pure.
The damage. Like,
yeah, fire out.
He's pretty much Exodia status right now. He needs his Aghanim Scepter, an Ag's Blessing, rather.
What's no one doing? They're making a play by themselves, and they're going to run all into Tundra.
The
and they're going to try and come through with someone else, but it doesn't matter. What was this play? And now DM, he's caught too. BKB still on cooldown for 10 seconds. I mean, damn, you're looking at buyback status now, because you're going to force it out if you're Tundra. You've got a lane down bottom, and...
They don't have the damage at that point, and I think that was just a bit of miscommunication. You know, Kataomi was joining in, and you probably do survive if he's actually there with the rest of the boys, right? Just off the back of the Defense Matrix, the March, the Greaves coming through, the Holy Lock.
They're going to be cautious, they step up. Ram's going to be able to land the arena. Looks like it should be a quick and easy kill. Sven's there with the buyback ready as well, but... buildings are going to fall. Watson almost gets Ramsey. Watson actually jumps over the top, but Watson!
He's got the extra life.
He's got the Aegis. BKB's going to be popped into the inventory now. Pure doesn't get the force stuck down the low ground. He's got to look for the BKB TP out and will escape, but everyone else is stuck. No one. He'll get up to Whitemon. So they will get 2, but how many buybacks was used there for Cloud9?
3 buybacks used, and you still ended up losing, that tier 3 tower. Timing's coming up shortly on Cloud9. They know they use the buybacks. They know they need to be very, very conservative. So they're just going to wait out the maximum duration of that smoke and then make one of their own.
See where they want to go. Cloud9 decision is to huddle inside the base. Do have a ward over by their triangle. This is a place maybe they want to position like we saw previously from Tundra. So it does have a ward to place up by the middle set of barracks. No one is currently home though. They will see the less shortly.
Ramses? Well, I was thinking maybe a Blink Hex put back into.
They're gonna go though, team with the jump tops and great reaction. BKB stops initiation over the northern side. Hex is there before the response from Pure, but it's going to be a stun that's off the mark, and no one's health is almost gone. No one has to be cautious. Steps over the west side. Pure's going deep. Should be able to get the kill onto Tinker and now retreat. Can you go back in on Cloud9? Still a lot of issues. I mean, the BKB makes it very difficult now without that available on Watson and Tundra. They can wait. Focus fire's back up in 10 seconds. Maybe they'll go from DM. BKB just before the arrow connects.
Again, it still wasn't, like, it was probably the closest we've got to a 5v5, but the positioning wasn't quite there. But they've actually found Watson.
And then the BKB is on cooldown as well. Watson, they're going to be able to get rid of the Templar Assassin. At least he's one of the ones with buyback, but everyone else is caught inside the arena as well.
The blade mail.
The damage from the Pure focus fire. They're all just crumbling. They cannot sustain up against all the items and the net worth that Pure has. Watson's going to be going for a second time, and Tundra, they'll take game one. It looks like in this instance, damage will reign supreme over the survivability.
It does indeed. You know, you can have a shield all you want, but as long as you're just sticking it up, it doesn't actually do anything. And I think that's where they kind of came undone. A little bit of lack of objective taking, a little bit of lack of tower damage, and just a couple.
Can they pick it? What's a frontline support?
True Protector.
Oh, it is White One. Oh.
Dazzle?
Alright, they're gonna pick another hero that's
Oh.
God, not having some fun over there. I'm spamming these sprays. I don't know what's going on, but...
Is that the EU smiley?
Yes, yeah, there is the EU smiley with the funny slark as well. But yeah, I know you said in recent times, in fact, recent as yesterday, where we actually did see the Monkey King from No One up against a sniper.
And that's nothing to say. They use no slash.
Fishman
is dead.
a very awkward position to be in, and you hope you don't give first blood over to a hero that has a very good matchup in the mid lane, and looks like that might be the case if Topson finds it, and he does. So, oh no,
It begins.
it begins indeed. A lot of tips. So. Again, yes, we did see no one play against a sniper. He got solo killed. Who was playing as well, and we saw kind of G2AG's draft struggled versus the heroes from Cloud9 to be able to get on top of these kind of squishy heroes. We'll see if no one's going to be able to do a similar thing this game, because you've got first blood now on Topson.
Yeah, and that never is easy. Like, he's just going to be bullying him constantly. He's already got the Wraith Fan. He just wants to be right-clicking him as much as possible, and he's going to even just have that additional armor to play around with the Weave innate ability as well coming through from the Daz.
Definitely is a hero that is on a lot of people's radar. The scatter shot that we're getting out of the sniper, seeing a lot of supports at the moment.
Only 30% win rate though, which is encouraging for the pubs.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. What can you do? That's the thing. What can you do against this? You knew where it was going pretty much from the very beginning.
Ramsey stops the Lotus being used from the Crush, then Watson stops it with the beam, and less so in this instance, but like, you know you're going to be picking at a bad matchup. Top lane, Kataomi. Couple of poison stacks, and this should be a kill onto the position for. We see DM's trying to do whatever damage he can, but we'll have to go for the Corey snipe instead. Bottom of the action continues. Watson under the shrapnel. Sarksic, he's going to be fine. They'll turn it back around. Now Fishman as well might be able to get his own kill. Maybe not. Sarksic just gets out of the aggro, and we're going to see, I mean, this is starting to get out of control. 5-0. Whether it be the top or bottom, we're actually going to see that be the case.
Bottom.
Yeah, okay, great answer. Thank you very much. Perfect timing. Ramses, they see an opportunity with him moving a little bit too far forward, but the boundless off the mark. Maybe not going to have a threat onto Sarksic, because Topson will actually mirror this. Fishman a little bit too far away to go for the deny. In the top lane, Whitemon, they might also be able to get the Shadow Demon too, so both side lanes being... And what a time to potentially put damage into the tower as well. You've got 3 range creeps with a catapult wave.
They found him.
Oh, one, they actually, yeah, they saw him as well. The balance kind of giving them a little bit of vision. Katomi's going to try and run Topson down, but I don't know if Katomi really wants to be here.
It's going to need to be, though, just to be able to clear out those creeps, yeah. Fishman, much better rotation coming through from him.
Oh, nice scan. Nice done. Dude, everyone knows. Who's the buy? Looks like Ramsey's starting to run over, and yeah, exactly. I mean, already poisons up to a couple. Please don't feed Goria. That will not happen in the end.
The panel's question is being answered right now, basically. Is Fishman going to be able to yoink this away and draw a bunch of people? No, he's not.
Sure, the net worth is looking okay at the moment, but we'll see. Maybe this game can blow wide open. Like, what do we... Okay, Saksa just finds Watson in the bottom jungle.
Yeah, I mean, if he has to for C9 at this stage.
Saksa's once again going to move on over for the 8-minute rune. The double damage rune that spawns up top, and another kill probably for them to find Shrapnel. All the spam from Saksa. And it's just so frustrating, the spells that Tundra can cast. See if they're going to be able to defend this, or maybe even protect DM's life as well. Assassinate's going to fly out. Topson almost been able to get in range. Katomi is set up. Go for the stacks. They saw no one.
Yoinking the stacks as well. They're going to force a response here. So not really in a position to be able to help, but he does have the Eclipse leveled up if he absolutely needs to.
Fishman as well with the Pinson movement. They're going to be able to get the Fiends get in. It's looking a little bit messy from Tundra.
Oh, great stun.
Along with the damages being split on multiple members of Tundra, so no one's really weak at the moment. Now Ramsey's able to continue the chase up to the high ground, and we saw previously in game 1, that was a big advantage from Cloud9 to be able to defend their triangle, but this game, it's just not the case. So
you can actually look to join and not just be this farm bot basically these days. With the Eclipse leveled up early, he still felt so anxious about joining in because of how far behind they are in net worth. No points in the lunar orbit as well, and he's potentially getting dived as well as soon as he walks back into this lane. Pretty deep though.
So gonna make the attempt. Watson tries to do his best to turn around with the Eclipse.
Okay.
It's gonna net them a kill onto Ramses, and hang on a second. You needed a couple more heroes. Just a lot of respect. Oh, this is a maxed out beam that Watson has, and yeah. Gonna be played down bottom though. Once again, trying to pick on Ramses as best as they can. The extra control coming through from the Atos from DM, and they're clicking a little bit. That freebie, Fiend's Gate is available for them, but we are seeing Tundra look to try and set up around top.
See what happens, because they are still playing near their tower, so not sure if they'll actually be able to claim anything as DM retreats. Love his item build. I think it's pretty much the ideal one that he could be going for at this stage, right? The Atos, just to stop any of these deeper dives into the Crimson Guard. Be a little careful here,
Getting in range! Oh, well done. Nice TP.
And they've still got plenty of scaling left on this Underlord, right? Just
Obviously, okay, never mind. Fiend's Gate, it's Fishman. He'll get out this
easy
time.
clap.
So, okay, yeah, this is the one where it matters.
No one instead. He is their initiation. He is the one that needs to be finding the backlines. Wants to make sure that he's going in onto Whitemon as Tundra actually go through the Fiend's Gate, so they'll look to join in once they go onto Saksa.
Unfortunately, they're not going to get there in time to protect him. Oh, and also pops the smoke with the shield rune. It's not as survivable. Whitemon instantly purges that off. Now Fishman's going to be chased down as well. A couple of kills that go Tundra's way. Do you see bottom what's going on? Topson's actually going to run into Kataomi, who TP'd to the outpost, but of course Topson.
Now the power of the corrosive haze and all this physical damage, right? Going to be able to take this one out pretty damn quickly, especially considering the couple of kills that they got, the fact that there's no tier 1 tower top. There's really no way for C9 to get 10 in network on this Tinker, but you need to be an active watcher, so they're going to think about rotating back towards the triangle to be able to punish this. Look to waste time, or is it just about pushing into these towers?
You want to pick on Ramses again. See him come through the portal. They've got the Fiend's Gate at the ready.
It's grip as well.
Like they should be able to hold him inside, and yeah, probably didn't even need the gate, but just in case. Only 1,000. Cloud9, honestly, with the start to the game, are doing a really good job to stabilize.
Under the tower.
Watson. They've got to run forward. I mean, they're boundless onto 2. Now they've been able to ice link Sarks. A very nice use of the concussive grenade, and Thompson should be able to hold Fishman into place. There's going to be no escape. Once this Dazzle is raining spells onto you, I'm not escape.
You know, I was really...
Again, this Observer Ward. Oh, D Ward and run away. Sorry.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Fishman will be chased down. At least he's going to die. I saw Watson starting to move up forward over the high ground, and I thought the Luna was going to continue. Team is sticking around inside the top lane, and the rest of Tundra is starting to rotate as well. He, without a doubt, is dead. Make him work for it, maybe give him an opportunity to be able to get the Tormentor for the contest.
Lead in C9's favor.
They will get Ramses again. Just pick on Ramses, that's it. 5 deaths out of the 9. Or Mr. Ramses, so DM's going to be able to...
It's going to be that as the first timing to hopefully get a few successful team fights, and then into the Kanda around that level 20 mark.
This time they might try and play behind Ramses, but Lymon's a little bit far away. I like to position the gate as well over the north, just in case if anyone's nearby, they're going to be able to close the distance onto them. So Ramses able to reposition, but unfortunately with the Shrouded Demon will not escape all the raw damage that Cloud9 have. So Eclipse has to be used. Watson's going to stick around to farm the wave, but Tundra are here. They brought the 4 remaining heroes. No one's going to stand his ground up on the trees just in case to give them this outpost location to maybe buy some time and give them the vision, but it looks like Cloud9, well, they actually want to stay around. Ramses and aggressive on the high ground. Ramses! No. You're not jumping up into Watson when he's ready to go with the Lunar Orbit maxed out. And now no one, he's been able to catch up to Sarkster as well, but the Gleipnir holds the sniper into place. Tundra trying to take the fight with a numbers disadvantage, but they are forced to. There is just no escape from them. They have to stand their ground, but the Fiend's Grip stops Pure from being able to right-click it all. I mean, the Grave is making it so frustrating. Pure might be able to TP up, but the Nightmare stops him short. They also catch up Thompson inside the tree line, and Cloud9, they are back with a bang. An incredible team fight from them. Positioning out of the Shadow Demon to really be that nuisance. Just stop the Fiend's Grip and you're with the protection of the Purge as well.
Really just, sucks a little bit deep on his own. He doesn't have buyback either, so I wonder if this actually opens up the Roche Pit for C9 to be able to steal it away. I was wondering, like, my main...
Teleports are all at the ready as well. Is this a fight you want to take?
I'm not sure when they're already so set up there and you can just like...
No, not at all.
It goes to say, even with a 12k net worth lead, it's only a 55% win probability for Cloud9. Behind this Watson position 1, who he's kind of gotten a little bit out of control here with his net worth. They don't have a glyph for this high ground either, and they've got the Roche banner.
Pure's going to start to go to work to try and attempt it.
There's Demonic Cleanse. Oh, nice Lotus. Reflected that nullifier back onto Pure.
No one's starting to set up on Ramses. Meanwhile, back inside the bottom lane, Watson walks up the high ground as well. Nightmare to buy him some time, but the health just goes instantly. Age is taken care of. Ramses, can he find an opportunity to jump in? The blink is continuing to be cancelled, so the starter won't be able to go off the back of the respawn. So difficult with the March, the Glaives, Feist.
Most out of that one with the Butterfly, they're just going to go straight back. You know, they're going to say, you're going to make this wraparound. We're going to need you to be a little bit quicker with your movement because this is a melee and range racks going down. Who are they going to be able to find on the back?
You're with the position, first point of contact. Yeah, they're trying to with the Underlord, 2,500 health that they have to go through. Starter tries to get the initiation. Ramses, it's not good enough though. They're onto Thompson. Thompson's able to activate the Grave. He's in some danger. Banishment will buy him some time. And now Watson, they've got Pure up in his face. If they can deal with the Lunar, it's a lot of their damage output, but it takes too long. Yeah, you get rid of Watson, but the rest of Cloud9, they're in hot pursuit. Up on the high ground they go. There's some buybacks available for Tundra. They'll get one out of Thompson, another one out of Whitemon as well. It's a really heavy committal. No one will use a bit of a defensive Wukongs. Some respect needs to be given.
On no one as well. So will they be able to catch someone out again if they can find Ramses another time?
potentially a 7 death here. Ramsey's health will just evaporate. The Grave's going to be there. But with the BKB activated, there's going to be no banishment over to the right side. The squishy heroes all get blown up. And they were the ones that used the buyback prior. Watson cleaves them. It's the Rain, the Glaives, the Eclipse as well. And that's probably just game.
All you need to do is rally around your strongest hero, and by far, that is Watson in this game. Pure, he's going to try and get away for those bouncing Glaives.
Catching up to him. Just gonna go for the throne.
Why not?
No glyph, T4 towers, and of course there are no 2 heroes without a buyback.
Look at those Glaives.
GG.
Okay, there we go. Third time's the charm.
So we'll get a 1-1 for our first series of the night. Tundra looked very good in game 1 and also to start our second game, but they just were not able to utilize that advantage.
They were not indeed, and really, I'm surprised at how kind of felt like this one slipped out of